laps. They're going to get it down there 120 miles an hour. Too quick with a 285.5. Eric Brown trying to get into that #1 spot after being dethroned by Mike Brock. Runs a little too quick. 294 with a 7 on the 295 top Eliminator index. I do apologize. We had a little issue there with the first stream for whatever reason. Not sure if you guys were able to see it or not, because I was seeing a black screen. But we saw Tommy Zavala in some Pro Mod qualifying in the Project X Hemi-powered altered. Run a 294 and 121. We are live here, Wellton, Arizona, here at Dome Valley Raceway for the 2026 Winter Shootout. First of 5 events here in the Dome Valley Raceway Point Series Championship. Coverage this weekend brought to you guys, as always, by Racing in the Dirt. Check them out at racinginthedirt.com. They will have everything from individual parts and components for your dirt, sand, or mud drag racer, all the way up to complete full builds. Get with them now, and they'll get you ready here to run the 2026 season. Also brought to you by Silverback Offroad Speedway, located in Mears, Michigan. Premier sand drag, short course, and hill climb facility. Check them out at Silverback Offroad Speedway on all their socials for their 2026 season schedule. Kiddo's doing great. She's hanging out with her mom somewhere. I left them in the motorhome and they disappeared when I went and got some food, so I don't know exactly where they're at. But she's cruising around here somewhere. I also want to thank Silverback Off-Road Rentals. If you guys are going and planning a trip to Silverback Off-Road Speedway, it's located just outside the Silver Lake Sand Dunes. And what better way to enjoy those dunes with a rental from Silverback Off-Road Rentals. We also want to thank our coverage sponsors here for this event, Southwest Sanitation Services, providing all the porta potties here for racing at Dome Valley Raceway. They service Yuma County, so if you are in the area local to Dome Valley Raceway and your need is portable restrooms, they've got all sorts of different ones, from job sites to more corporate events, so hit them up. And we want to thank Hickey Racing, competing this weekend in Top Alcohol with their small block powered entry. The Gremlin is rearing its fangs. They've been having some traction issues, keeping the thing straight. This time a little bit different than what they've had in the past. They've had struggles off the starting line. This has been making moves about half track. So they are working through some theories as to what's going on there. And they have Hickey Racing t-shirts available. So hit Eric Hickey if you are looking to get yourself some of their small block Mafia apparel, complete with both the dragster and altered. Next up, out of Las Vegas, Nevada, we got a pair of competitors. Mark Punos here in the near lane, going to be facing off against Terry Crawford in the Yabba Dabba Doo dragster. For Terry.
3.057 is going to be the fastest pass of the weekend for Mark.
3:05 with a 7 there. Don't see times up for Terry. Might have left before the tree activated.
So it doesn't even track a time at that point. Our next pairing will feature.
I think he's okay down there. Definitely looked like he was on the throttle pretty long after the finish line there, so I don't know if he was just legging it out a little bit or, you know, some issues there. The throttle sticking. All right, here we go. California versus New Mexico. Damon Hall in the cranky Fiat bodied Alter here in the near lane. And then the Californian Mr. Paul Graham in the excavator top Eliminator buggy. Out of Menifee, California. For Paul Graham, 2 quick, 3 flat with a 1 for Damon Hall. 112 miles an hour there for Damon.
Another breakout for him. He will fall to his round 1 qualifying time at
Paul Graham still trying to slow down that excavator buggy to get into the field here. 295 is the mark here that we're trying to hit for top Eliminator.
Again, top eliminator, if you're not in staging, you need to get there now.
See if we can't go and get a word with sponsor Hickey Racing, as well as a little insider baseball on what they've got lined up here for the 3rd qualifying session in top alcohol. There he is, Mr. Small Block Mafia himself, Eric Hickey. We're seeing you checking out the track here. What are you looking for?
Stuff, yeah. The car's been leaving the straightest it's ever been. But about 40 to 60 feet out, it just left hard. So,
Left every time too, right?
Yeah. So like normally the car goes left, but it's right off the hit. So now it's going straight out there and then left. So we're trying to figure out if it's the track, the car, me, and
You're leaning too far to the left.
something. Yeah, I don't know what we're doing. We're just trying things now at this
But
point.
checking out the track, just seeing what you can see if there's a better spot to maybe line up to get it to behave after that hit.
Yeah, and like we put the mag on the car last race, and I was just experimenting the first 2 passes with putting fuel in it. I didn't like it. It slowed it down, I think. So I put the 84 tune up in it. Maybe we're not spinning the tires hard enough to get out. So I don't know. Keep trying until it works, right?
So just going and playing a little bit more power here for Q3, see if that extra tire speed can get it past that shake point where it's wanting to turn left on you.
Yeah. So I mean, I lowered the bar. It's not really picking the front wheels up crazy. So I don't know. We need to go 80 something. Try to be number 1 qualified. I think we still
definitely want to have a little bit more in it.
I'm still chasing my 70.
Yeah, and we'll see about some other competitors here that haven't made their top alcohol passes yet. They've been pulling some double duty in top eliminators, so definitely want to have a stronger number than a 310 for when they do go and make their passes, for sure.
So yeah, we're just keep trying to come by a t-shirt.
Yeah. Tell the folks you got these snazzy, the white ones.
I got black, I got long sleeve, short sleeve, and kid shirts.
Kid shirts. You got any hoodies left?
I got a few, I think.
Few hoodies, okay.
I don't think I have any larges though.
All right. So if you're either a bigger guy or a smaller guy and you want a hoodie this weekend, make sure you see him before he runs out.
That's right.
So they'll be right over, basically on the other side of the house there.
Yep.
So go see Hickey Racing for your tees. One of the other sponsors here, Tommy Zavala, pulling double duty, running the Pro Mod Project X car. So Tommy, do you like that motor in front of you or behind you more? What's that? So you like seeing where you're going a little bit better in the dragster. How's that sensation? Because I know a lot of people have talked about that push versus pulling feel. Okay. Just definitely different feel though, for sure.
Yeah, definitely.
But maybe a Pro Charger or something in the future, so you can see over the top of it, see where you're going a little bit more. All right, so you're making your third qualifying pass here in Top Eliminator. You made your Pro Mod pass there, 294. That's the best that you've made in that car so far. What are we looking to do here in the dragster?
Last night, so we just wanted to repeat. And if it repeats, then I'll probably pull it.
All right. Well, good luck, man. All right, they're gonna finish up the track prep here. They're gonna do one more quick little pass. We'll go and take a look here at some of our sport competitors in the staging lanes. Kind of breaking into our eliminations here. Got down through Sport 1 ATV, and then we had to break for the Eliminator cars. So we got Sport 1 still in the lanes. Coming up next after we get through the heads up stuff. Let's go, Chris. You got any bikes out here? Yeah? You gonna run them?
I was at 395 last night.
Oh. Well, I wasn't here, so. Ooh, shoot. Actually touch it?
No, I got close though.
Ooh. Don't do that.
I had to go chase it.
What's up, Mike?
my man. How are you? Good to see you, man.
So we got all our Sport 1 cars here in the lanes. Some heavy hitters looks like first out. Joseph Weaver, the chocolate milk man himself. Daniel Healy out here, Triple Threat Racing, blown small block. One of their back half conversions here. Mike Carlson, we've got Jared Crawford, Israel Quintero, Clayton Teeter in that new ex-Mike Irwin Jeep. ALC Underground Racing Team. We got Arnold Cox and Juggernaut. Sam Atkins and Goliath here. Joe Gluck and a new machine with Colossus. And we're continuing out here. Mike Brock in the purple unicorn. He's going to be making a pass here. Russ Bailey making it all the way out from Missouri. See him over the staging lanes there. Have to try to go get a word with him. Sure, he'll be back out here in March for the East versus West National Challenge. You guys will be hearing about that soon on World Sandrick News. We did a little What to Know episode that'll be dropping next week. Got a smaller 4-bike field here for Motorcycle Sport 2. Craig Durning, no car this weekend. He's breaking out the laydown. Marcus Rydell and his Banshee. Silas Pozniakov in the Brute Force Kawasaki. And Aubrey Pena pulling double duties, running the juniors and bumping up into the adult divisions here with Sport 2 ATV. Once again, if you guys are just joining us, we are live here in Wellton, Arizona for the 2026 Winter Shootout at Dome Valley Raceway. There's my beautiful wife and my little baby girl. Say hello, Audrey. Hi, baby girl. Hi. Hi. She's just playing. She's hanging out. How's it going, Mama? Good? She's just hanging out. She's a little sand drag racer already. Hanging out here. Top Eliminator up next. Yeah? You got your cup? All right, here we go. Russ Bailey's altered against Thomas Zavala, the blown loony dragster. Looks like we got a pretty packed group of spectators here. Blower there for Russ Bailey. Heard the pop. 298 with a 5. 117 for Tommy Zavala.
He's not going to clear the track. Looks like something let go.
Well, we'll see if he lifted the blower or if that was just a burst panel for Russ.
In round 2, 295 here in round 3.
Not something you want to do this far away from home.
What is going to be the official time for Russ Bailey?
Doesn't look like car's on fire, so that is positive news.
Mike, or Dome Valley Raceway track EMT, going to go down there to the make sure he's all right as well. That was quite a big move. We felt it up here in the announcer's tower. Can't imagine you guys somewhere right around that rainbow colored looking canopy over there coming out pretty good too. Report trackside, Russ Bailey is okay. Driver is okay, no issues there. That's the good news. The bad news is the car seems to be a little hurt.
We got lots of fuel. Oh. Let's go, Russ.
Hey, man.
How did that feel in the cockpit here? How did that one feel in the cockpit here?
Where you pitted?
Knock the fuel line off there for the overflow. First panel out the front. That's what these motors are designed to do. Prevent additional damage. So tough break for Russ. Hopefully they can get that fixed. Obviously a good thing to have a burst panel blow instead of additional engine damage, but oftentimes you got to figure out, well, what caused that burst panel to go in the first place. So hopefully it's something that they can address and make it back here this evening for Q4 top Eliminator action. So I know he's wanting to see that qualifying time improve. Gracefully get over the guardrail here. All right. Once again, coverage this weekend from Dome Valley Raceway, brought to you guys by Racing in the Dirt, Silverback Offroad Speedway, Silverback Off-Road Rentals, Southwest Sanitation Services, and Hickey Racing. Steven, right now I am just running the Sport 1 ATV, and later this evening I'll run the Gambler ATV class. Taking a little bit of a break from the 250R trike, so that hopefully I can provide you guys a little bit more on the coverage side here and not run myself so ragged. So that is one issue when you're running two different bikes, multiple classes, and trying to get some World Sand Drag News coverage.
We were able to get Bailey cleared of the racing surface.
Tractor gonna make one more pass here. Might as well clean it up after, you know, an event like that where we're gonna take a little bit extra time on the track. And we'll get a nice racing surface here set for the next pair of competitors. Sounds like we're gonna go into the A fuel class, your unlimited engine combinations, any fuel, 4 to 6 cylinders will be coming up soon. I do see we still have Mike Brock there on the Purple Unicorn in top Eliminator. Tristan Graham in the Whiskey Business Buggy, also in the staging lanes. And then of course we still have top Alcohol left to make their passes. I'm going to go out on a limb and run a couple of 288s. I think Nick Schultzman is also double entered in top Alcohol, so my guess is that he's going to go and run his qualifying pass in the third session here for top Alcohol. I believe Tommy Zavala is also in that same setup there, so like he said, he's going to have that 298, and he'll turn it up a little bit for the fourth session for top Alcohol. Definitely want to give another shout out to Racing in the Dirt in Cleveland, Wisconsin. These guys know their stuff. If you have a dirt, sand, or mud drag racing build and you are needing some parts and components to complete that build, hit them up. They've got chain drive four-wheel kits. They've got hub adapters. They've got wheels, tires, whether you're looking for paddles or cut tires. They do some really cool comp cut front runners for a lot of those four-wheel drive machines. They are a real wheel dealer. They even have some UTV components, so if you guys are out there with your side-by-side and looking to get some cool stuff, Racing in the Dirt has you covered. Check them out at racingthedirt.com. All right, the tractor is back, so we're going to send our next pair out here for top Eliminator here at Dome Valley Raceway. A little bit windy this afternoon here. Wind has definitely picked up, but temperature is not too bad, hovering like mid-70s. So we're going to rub that into the face of all of our East Coast guys. Having some beautiful weather out here. See a lot of the spectators out here in short sleeves, hanging out, enjoying the racing action here in the Southwest Desert. Mike Brock and the Purple Unicorn coming up here. Lone Big Block out of Phoenix, Arizona. Tristan Graham, Whiskey Business, top of Limber Buggy, Hemi Power. Tristan's just trying to come over and say hi to me here. 69 miles an hour and a 361 with a 3.298.6 there from Mike Brock. He's going to stay at the number 1 spot with his 2.969 from yesterday. We're at 115 miles an hour. While I do appreciate saying hi to some of our racing competitors, I prefer you guys to do that off track. On track makes it a little sketchy. But I am not afraid to go and give you a little high five or hug. Like I said, just let's do that in the pits.
Top Eliminator runner-up, Cody Hoffman in the point standings. Ran 8th in the qualifying yesterday. He decided he's going to jump in and top Eliminator.
All right, Cody Hoffman, the smooth sucker, pulling double duty here. Top Eliminator and a fuel for him this weekend. So 3rd session here, he's jumping into top Eliminator, 295. We got Kylie Graham, the Frisky Business, Lone Big Block Chevy, top Eliminator buggy, far side of the racetrack. They like to tout that as the fastest I-beam car in the country against the 4-banger here in the near lane. .296.5, putting him in the number 1 spot for Cody Hoffman. 3:03.5 for Kylie Graham in Frisky Business. That is going to improve her best time, I believe, but not as much as Cody Hoffman, jumping all the way up into that number 1 spot here for the 3rd session. So awesome job to the Hoffman crew. I know Steve is working on a second car too. We'll have to go over and catch up with the Hoffman crew. Find out when we might see that second car debut. It's going to be another turbocharged 4-banger. Potter Machine, Volkswagen style boxer engine. Go see what cars we have left here in the staging lanes. Coverage this weekend brought to you guys by Racing in the Dirt, Silverback Offroad Speedway, Silverback Off-Road Rentals, Southwest Sanitation Services, and Hickey Racing. Oh, shoot. Look who decided to show up. I did not realize we were going to have a legend here in the staging lanes. We got to go talk to Mr. Mike Goodale himself. Mike, you're a little long ways from home. You're a little long ways from home, aren't you? No?
I've stayed at courtside for 3 months.
Oh, shoot. I didn't realize it. Well, second home.
Yeah.
Awesome. Dude, it's great to see you here.
Yeah, great.
Did you bring the car back from like the end of last season? And
Yeah, we just brought this guy.
were you running it in a fuel?
Yeah.
Sweet. All right.
Yeah.
Well, good luck, man. This
Good seeing you.
we gotta look at the car here for you guys that haven't seen it here. This is not a car we typically see on the West Coast too often. The JWI Racing motorcycle powered junior dragster, turbocharged, a little dash of nitrous. This is our mini dragster world record holder. This thing used to be in a laydown trike that at the time was a record holder as well within the ATV realm. And after kind of a scary crash, Mike said, you know what? Maybe a cage around me would be a good idea. And basically put the power plant into this chassis you see before yourself. And has been running it ever since. So a little bit of a testing tune here for the East versus West coming up next. We got Mr. Jordan Quintal here. You're trying to back up that double B buggy record.
See if we can do it.
Ran that, what was it, 3:15 the first pass?
Yeah. 309 and then the 329, that's 307.
So a little off to do the backup there, but
We'll see.
all right, we got that here, the turbocharged V6 Nissan power. And Mr. Craig Johnson, you're out here in your turbocharged dragster.
Yep.
I know we had last November here, you were testing some things out.
Still testing.
Still testing, okay.
Still testing.
But we're getting this thing tuned up for when we have some of those East Coast guys come out in March.
We'll be ready.
All right.
May have to make a clutch change tonight, but this afternoon.
What are we looking to do here in the third session?
Don't know. Still make full runs, gather data,
Okay.
go change some RPM levels, making some adjustments.
As long as we're getting that A to B.
Yeah, try to get the clutch, make sure the clutch works this time.
Gotcha.
Last time we had 50-something% slippage most of the way down the track.
Oh, shoot. That's a lot.
A lot of slippage.
So we're trying to get that lock up earlier on in the run.
100%.
All right.
100%.
Well, good luck here. We got A field coming up here. And this time we've got Vicky Hall, I believe, is going to be behind the wheel. This is her top Eliminator test pass. Vicky, the motor's in the wrong spot for you.
I know it is, huh? The first time.
So obviously we were talking, Tommy said that you guys were planning on trying to do a race here with Damon's car and then a race at Elsinore with your car,
Yeah.
but then found out that Elsinore was going to be canceled. So we're like, well, shoot, we already got the cars where they're going to be. Yours is still at home.
Yeah.
And Tommy was nice enough to say, hey, hop in Project X,
Right.
go for a spin. So first pass here. Have you ever driven an altered before? No, so this is going to be a whole new experience for you.
New experience.
All right, yeah, I'm sure you talked a little bit to Tommy and your husband about what to do with the motor in front of you. A little bit different sensation. We were talking feel, because you really feel the engine and the power blasting back at you. So,
Yeah, that's what they said. So I'm not going to get all crazy. I'm just
Okay.
gonna get the feel for it.
all right. Well, good luck here. First pass here in an altered for Vicky Hall, the Project X car. Gonna be fun here for Vicky. So finish up some track prep. Now, Mike, remind me, have you ever been to Dome Valley Raceway before? A long time ago. So this is kind of a whole new experience. You haven't been here with this car, though, right? It was probably the bike back then?
The car was back here when I wasn't here.
Okay.
Shelton was racing at that.
Oh, okay.
That was 8 years ago.
Okay. So this is my first time down here. Did you run it all yesterday?
I ran last night.
You ran last night? Okay. And these guys didn't even tell me.
I
So.
wasn't running A fuel though.
Oh,
I
okay.
was in the gamblers,
Gotcha.
so I could at least make a pass.
There you go.
Yeah.
Okay, well, cool. Yeah, good to see you out here, man. Anybody back home in Michigan you want to say hi to? I know they're going to be watching here.
Yeah, hi to everybody. Yeah, especially my son Josh and my nephew Dan.
All right, Josh and Dan, hopefully you guys are watching. We got Mike out here, and he's going to be doing you Michigan guys some proud work here in A Fuel. And I'm assuming you're going to be out here for the East versus West race?
Yes.
Okay, so this is a little preview, a little test and tune warm up.
Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah.
So we definitely have a lot of East Coast guys coming out for that race, and you'll be able to give them a good report on what they need to do for setup here.
Yeah, perfect.
All right. Well, good luck. Good luck, Mike. I definitely want to make it out to Mike's home track, at least for part of the year, as he was saying. So he's out here at Quartzsite. I didn't realize that, but that's relatively close here to Dome Valley Raceway. So pretty cool deal. Love seeing that car run. I know you guys will too. That thing is fast inside. Once again, turbocharged Suzuki. Definitely taking it super easy there for Vicky. Just getting it down the track. Only a 6:05 there, 51 miles an hour.
But so it was. First time in the car, got to be familiar with them a little bit. They got a little qualifying round here later this afternoon, then eliminating tomorrow. Something for driving caliper.
There goes Damon.
So it's time to move on to A fuel. So after qualifying round, we got a new here at the top of the qualifying order for top of the
All right, coming up next, A Fuel. Jordan over there. Getting double checked on his helmet. You looking for someone?
Yeah, Esteban told me to get that gator, but I don't think that's his, right? That gator?
I'm not sure.
I don't want to, like, just get it, you know, like, and it's somebody else's. I guess that's not Esteban's gator.
Waiting on something here. Jordan's not in the car yet. Alright, here we go. Sounds like we got Greg Johnson, the NXS Racing Dragster, fired up here. 276 with a 6 there for Greg Johnson. Nice little lick, 116 miles an hour. Looks like they're going to make another grade here. Coverage this weekend brought to you guys by Racing in the Dirt, Silverback Off-Road Speedway, Silverback Off-Road Rentals, Southwest Sanitation Services, and Hickey Racing. Continuing on here, got a little bit of track prep, and we'll be back at it with more A-Fuel racing action. Love this class. Good to see a few additional entries in it this weekend. Quintal once again trying to back up that double B buggy record for the 6 to 8 cylinder machines, boosted but not supercharged. Not getting ready here. Turbocharged Suzuki. What? You're running top alcohol?
Yeah.
All right. Eric Brown jumping in the mix here. We got both Erics now in top alcohol. See what you do? You get all your buddies just goofing with you now.
Welcome to the dark side.
Well, we'll see if he can go and turn it up a little bit here. And then I believe, Nick, is this going to be your top alcohol pass? All right, so it's a couple of 288s. Soft pro mod.
Have a throttle cable brake on one, and the other one is just easy run.
An easy run. Are we? I know last race out here we were only doing that in high gear. Are we shifting it now?
Well, no, we were only in first gear. Now
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Yeah, I got put a new grid in it, and I got a shifter on there just in case the shift light stays on too long. I'll be shifting it.
Gotcha.
So
Okay.
it'll shift now. It wasn't going to the traps at 10.4 on the record.
Gotcha. Yeah, that was not great.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, ran 70s and ran 133 and 130.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I'm okay with that. But it needs to be watched.
Yes.
We're going to give it to go this time. We need to just stop being a baby about it. This nerve is going to hurt.
For sure. So. All right, well, here we go. First pass here, top alcohol here in session 3 for the Blue Bayou Racing Altered. Hemi Power Plant Brad Anderson engines. Plan B Motorsports coming at you guys from Las Vegas, Nevada. Our World Sand Drag News, top fuel and top alcohol. World record holder both on the ET and mile an hour. Gonna see what he can do here. Turning it up here, he says, for the third session and his first pass in top alcohol competition. Liking the shock here Mike Goodale's got. Should be getting one last pass here with the tractor, and then we'll be back at a fuel racing action. Then we'll round out the session with top alcohol here in Wellton, Arizona. Afterwards, we will get back into some sportsman competition. So we see here, lined up Sport 1, ready to go. Sport 2 car and Sport 2 ATV to follow. Hey, you know, you got to talk to your teammate. As much as I love saying hi to Raceway on the stagings or back in the pits, not on the racetrack. Tristan tried to come over and give me a high five.
Oh, yeah, I don't know. It seemed like the car just went up.
Oh, it went up and it kept going up, and he took another stab at it and it kept coming towards me, and I'm like, all right, let's settle it down now.
Yeah, you know, I didn't get to see it. I was at the end of the track, but you could hear it.
Oh yeah,
That blower was working.
it definitely was.
Real good.
So hopefully he can get it going straight, apply more of that power on the next pass there.
Yep, running for a 295 with a 0.
There we go. Got to do it because now Cody Hoffman's got that 296 there, top spot. So number one call for it, just jumped in the class. So can't let those four bangers hold the top spot. So got to get a V8 in there. Speaking of which, do you have Joey here first round? Is that... Oh man.
I really don't know who they're putting this with. It might be him.
I mean, tough competitor here, first round, Sport 1.
Yeah, that guy's on it all the time.
Yes, he is. He's good at it, and he's good delivering chocolate milk. And yeah, we'll see what you can have from here. Sport 1, first round coming up after we get through some track prep, some A fuel, some top alcohol. We'll be back over here, Sport 1, first round. Wind is shifted a little bit here, so we're going to go on the tower side of the racetrack. Try to keep that dirt from smacking us so much here.
Tall and cubic bucks will be in the right.
I'm going to go down a little bit further here.
This cubic bucks is one of the good-looking racers here on the property. That green and everything is chrome. The purple oxygens and the engine compartment. Tall bits, some really nice hot rods, and this one is one of them.
3:24 for Mike Goodale. 3:05 with a 3 quickest pass we've ever seen out of Jordan. No mile an hour. We got the sensor knocked over. What's up, dude?
You coming so up late last night, huh?
Yeah, we got him in about midnight.
Yeah. How's the baby?
She's doing good. She's under the tower right now. So unfortunate there, because I know Quintel's going to want that mile an hour record, but the sensor knocking over. No mile an hour given on that pass.
To third 3.053, and Goodale will round out the field before 3.240. So I'm going to put a pin in A fuel qualifying. Top alcohol points. One car so far this weekend in rounds 1 and 2 making a pass for top alcohol qualifications. And that's the 118X out of Las Vegas, Nevada, Eric Hickey. In the dragster he calls the Hemi Killer, screw-blown, small block Chevy powered dragster. Not a lot of those around running this fast. Hickey sponsored by Hickey Racing, his back pocket, Jimmy D's Auto Care, Nancy and Power Glides, his parents and grandparents.
All right, here we go. We're going to have some top alcohol action up next. Got a couple of the Erics jumping in here. Eric Hickey is the announcer talking about the screw-blown small block entry of Eric Hickey, one of our covered sponsors here as well. And we're also going to be seeing Eric Brown sitting in the number 3 spot in top eliminator. See how much he turns it up here in the delayed reaction. Big block, roots blown machine. Nick Schultzman in the Blue Bayou entry jumping in as well for his first pass of the event. All right, here we go. Eric Brown, top alcohol debut for him. See if he has a little bit extra mojo here in that delayed reaction dragster. Yeah, sounds like Hickey's not going to be able to make the call. Hunter 14, 293.5. A little bit quicker. Alright, it's going to put him number 1 for top alcohols. We haven't really had very strong passes so far. Go see what's up with Eric Hickey and why no pass being made. So we get the track out here. It's gonna be all cleaned up. I'm doing good. I'm sorry, I saw you text something, but I don't know what it was.
Videos of her.
Oh, videos of her.
All the important stuff.
I'm sorry. I can get some photos.
No. I sent you.
Oh, you sent me videos?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And I think her hair is getting.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Yeah.
She gets excited when the big cars go. She kicks her legs.
Do you, baby girl? Yeah.
Yeah, just like that.
Yeah. You like the race cars? Okay.
She's such a great mom.
Eric!
Battery died.
Battery died?
Battery died.
Dead.
It went straight.
Right? Dead battery. So that's going to knock out one more session for them to get that car figured out. Do you know which lane they're going to put Nick in?
They haven't done.
We got the kiddos in the truck hitting the horn. Not sure which one of them is the culprit. Oh, we got Jim Hammond out here lending a hand. What's up, dude? Good. Do we know which lane?
Which lane you want?
Right lane, he says. May pass first round. No, wasn't any skill, it was luck. But we're trying to, it's not coming up on the two-step, so it's like just not leaving right. So we're trying to mess with it. Are those the new shirts?
Some of them we're playing around with a little bit.
Two styles?
Two styles. We'll have some different ones next time. We're just seeing what we like.
Gotcha. Good night. So gangbusters there. Yeah, we'll go out there, like, we'll show some of our vendors that have deals going on, because usually they pass the deals on to us online for people that aren't shipping.
You guys went to Salt Lake? Well, you sell a lot like this after. They had the cars out and kept calling. After the price everybody shipped.
We're figuring out what events we're going to do this year. We definitely skipped out on a lot of stuff last year, but we want to get back.
Have fun.
Tractor on its final pass here, and we're going to go Blue Bayou. Top alcohol. We'll get into Sport 1 eliminations. First round will be up next. Second. I'm going to be in second. I'm going to be in second round. First round was against Dom.
Oh yeah, you won that. So
Yeah. Did you guys get the trike run?
Yeah, but it needs a, you use that frame rail, like your
Yeah,
thing's
well-
got rust in it.
Oh, shoot.
Tell this guy, you gotta just get yourself a
Need an
4-inch
auxiliary tank to put on there.
He's kind of like, well, I kind of want to hit it underneath. And I hit up his dad, and I said, yeah, it's $150 tank. He's like, he's on his own. He's not getting it. And I looked online, he gets $100. $89.99 plus tax and shipping or whatever.
Yeah.
But we got to run it.
That's good at least. All right. talking about an old school lay down 250R powered trike. Back in the day, Mr. Time Bandit himself, George Amos. Now the Pozniakov family owns the machine. Getting that thing all sorted out and got it back running. Sounds like they got rust in the tank. They've got the top rail of the bike is also doubling as the fuel tank.
Ladies and gentlemen, to put the cap on qualifying round number 3, here comes Nicholas Schultzman and Blue Bayou.
Wheels up charge there. 126.90 miles an hour. Getting up on that wheelie bar for the Blue Bayou Altered. Here at Dome Valley Raceway for the winter shootout. He will easily take top spot in top alcohol for the third session. And we'll get into Sportsman Car. That's going to wrap up session number 3 here, the winter shootout.
So currently in top alcohol qualification, fast qualifier with 1 round to go.
Nice pass there for the Blue Bayou Racing crew. All right, folks, we're going to go cut the feed here because we got to go and do some more coverage here for you guys, as well as doing some racing of my own. And we'll be back. More stuff here from the winter shootout here at Dome Valley Raceway, Wellton, Arizona. Coverage this weekend brought to you guys by Racing in the Dirt, Silverback Off-Road Speedway, Silverback Off-Road Rentals, Southwest Sanitation Services, and Hickey Racing. We'll be back with more from Session 4 here in the heads-up categories.